you have to hydrate yourself, because once you're hydrating yourself, you have enough water, you will end up not eating extra food. Hi, this is nutritionist Harpreet Pasricha and welcome to fittak. So क्या आप बहुत सारा खाना or do you end up eating lot of extra food when you are stressed at work, or you've had a fight at home, or do you end up eating entire tub of ice cream or a full packet of chips? You could probably be an emotional eater. So today we are going to talk about emotional eating. Studies say that 75% of overeating is caused by emotional eating, that is because of the emotions. Now emotional eating मतलब कि अगर हमें कोई भी ऐसी चीज़ जो हमें comfort दे सके या हम overeat कर लेते हैं, that is called as emotional eating. Now a lot of people, they will eat entire tub of ice cream, full big bar of chocolate, बहुत सारा मीठा खाना like मिठाई, या बहुत सारा overeating करना, या बहुत सारा chips का पैकेट like पूरा बड़ा बड़ा chips का पैकेट खा जाना. So it's not the craving, it is not something where you want to eat कि चलो मैं थोड़ा सा खा लेता हूँ. You're eating because you are stressed out, you are not able to deal with the stress. So usually emotional eating causes a lot of damage. So let's see what are the causes of emotional eating. सबसे पहला है boredom. बहुत सारे लोग जब बोर हो रहे होते हैं तो वो खाना शुरू कर देते हैं. वो रेफ्रिजरेटर खोलते हैं, अपनी पैंट्री में जाते हैं, देखते हैं कि कोई चिप्स का पैकेट पड़ा है, रेफ्रिजरेटर में आइसक्रीम पड़ी है, तो देन दे स्टार्ट ईटिंग. Another reason of emotional eating what we have usually seen is stress. नाउ स्ट्रेस तो इनएविटेबल है, हम सबको होता है, चाहे वो रिलेशनशिप का हो, चाहे वो स्टडीज़ का हो, चाहे वो फाइनेंसिस का हो, चाहे वो वर्क का स्ट्रेस हो. But people are not de-stressing. That is, there are certain things what we need to do on a daily basis to de-stress ourselves, which people are not doing. And then for them, the comfort food, जो चीज़ उनको अच्छी लगती है, जो चीज़ उनको बहुत पसंद है, जो उनकी favorite है, they start picking that up and they start eating, and that also comes under emotional eating. Now third is the childhood habits. Now most of the parents वो क्या करते हैं कि अगर बच्चा अच्छा काम करता है, what do they give them कि चलो तुम अपना homework complete कर लो या अच्छे marks ले आओ, I'll give you a chocolate, I'll take you to McDonald's. So we got into a habit of doing that whenever we are feeling good about something or we are feeling bad about something, we start eating up. So that is also called as emotional eating. Another is social influences कि आप बाहर गए and then your friend or your relative is kind of telling you emotionally ये खाना तुम्हारे लिए बनाया है, तुम खा लो, and then you end up eating to keep them happy. That is also emotional eating. So these are usually the reasons of emotional eating. Now let's see what are the solutions so that you do not do emotional eating, you do not do binge eating, and you do not end up gaining weight or messing up with your health parameters. So सबसे पहले है that you have to hydrate yourself. Because once you're hydrating yourself, you have enough water, you will end up not eating extra food. Because many a times we start eating food because we are actually thirsty. So you're confusing your thirst with hunger. So hydrate yourself well, keep having water, keep having chia seed water, keep having infused waters. That will make sure that your system has enough water, enough hydration levels, and your brain is active and you're not reaching in for that cup of coffee with a cookie or extra chai with samosa, because you are just dehydrated. Another thing is to de-stress. So if you de-stress on a regular basis, you may not end up eating extra or do an emotional eating. Now stress जो है वो इनएविटेबल है, वो हम सबको ही है. आप बच्चों को ले लो तो बच्चों को पढ़ाई का स्ट्रेस, peer pressure, friends, curricular activities, they are having so much stress. If you look at adults, they have stress of relationships, they have stress of performance, work, finances, so much of stress everywhere around, isn't it? So what we need to do is we need to deal with the stress. One, we also need to de-stress on a regular basis. Now de-stress करने के लिए there are two ways. What do usually people do? They usually go to a restaurant, they'll have alcohol, they'll overeat, they'll have a lot of meetha, they will sit with their friends and they'll do binge eating and binge drinking. Or they'll put on TV, sit on a couch and keep watching it for 3 hours with big packet of chips or some other food. So that is a wrong way to de-stress, because you're not de-stressing, you're actually stressing out your system here. You're just diverting your brain for some time out of that problem, but you're not looking for a solution. So the right way to de-stress is when you take up things like exercise, meditation, doing deep inhalation and exhalation, because these are the things which will go and balance the chemicals which have got imbalanced and which are stressing you up. So cortisol, जैसे आपने सुना है, cortisol goes and does gut inflammation. So if there is excess of cortisol in your system, it will create problems in your gut. But if you sit and do deep inhalation, deep exhalation, or you go and do some exercise, run or play with your child, your system will balance the chemicals which were secreted extra or which were not secreted. So we need to de-stress on a regular basis so that we do not end up eating extra or overeating. Also keep a check on your deficiencies. ना जब हमारी बॉडी में विटामिन डी, B12 या B6, मैग्नीशियम इनकी डेफिशिएंसीज हो जाती हैं, दे ट्रिगर इमोशनल ईटिंग. यू स्टार्ट क्रेविंग फॉर एक्स्ट्रा फूड. So here you have to make sure that you're doing your blood check, blood parameters regularly. You're also eating local seasonal food, home cooked food, variety of food, so that you're not deficient in nutrients as well. So keep a check on your deficiencies, and if there are any deficiencies, replenish them and make sure that you are in a normal range of all the nutrients. Now when you want to eat your favorite food, the best thing to do is a mindful eating. Now you have to practice that, because usually हम लोगों को अगर कुछ अपना फेवरेट खाना है तो हम बैठ जाते हैं टीवी के सामने या फ़ोन के साथ और खाने लग जाते हैं. But if you're practicing a mindful eating, that is, you're seeing what you're eating, you're having a portion control, or you are eating by chewing your food well, you will never end up overeating, or you will not end up you will know where your hunger is and how much you want, and your body will give you a right signal and you'll be able to hear that signal. So practice mindful eating. I hope this video was useful, and next time whenever you're going to pick up any of your comfort food or whenever you're going to overeat, you'll remember all the points what we discussed today.